Byzantine, crystalline. All the nodules intertwine.
Well, I guess we're starting this one with a poem. That was beautiful, thank you. Professor Herrick, huh?
Can I borrow your telescope? The light wavelength of the planet might help me.
Of course. I hope you find the methane you seek.
Well, I could just... Nah, too easy.
You gonna talk to me? Can I talk to you? Or do I have to be... I've got to be facing you. Interesting.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Mind if I join in?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay. Eridana.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Have hope.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Missing scientists. Okay, find the missing science vessel. I can do that. Chief Lucan.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
What?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Sounds like a deal. That's what it sounds like. Go ahead and track that real quick. Man, that console is looking rough. Geophysics 6 beta build. Patch notes, Chief R. Lucan. GSV 2031 streamlined interface with Omni tool, minimal lag. GSV 2093 tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminium. Aluminum and aluminium. Okay, that makes sense. GSV 2105 haptic interface no longer defaults to transparent. Also resolves GSV 2027 haptic interface not found. GSV 2135 customized SAM handshake protocols. Interesting. Let's activate that. Let's see what that does. Scan minerals. Okay, so that'll probably be a thing when I'm out in the world. Hitting rocks for science. I like it. Okay. I want to talk to Tan again, because I didn't properly talk to him. And then after that, we'll talk to Kesh and to Addison. And then after that, we'll get our ship, and we'll get out of here. You know, barring another emergency. Okay.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures...
Something I can help you with?
Tell me about the missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, The promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Damn. That's too bad. Tell me about the troubles you've had on the Nexus.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Whoa, how'd that happen?
How did Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
That's a terrible way to go.
Candra's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Tan definitely doesn't instill me with confidence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Yeah, I really don't like this guy.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
I have to remember that these people left before the events of 3. So, like, Rex and curing the genophage and all that hasn't happened. Well, I mean, it has happened, but it left before it became widespread knowledge, I think.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
What exactly were the motivations?
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
I think this guy's got a lisp. Yeah, What alien species are on the Nexus?
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them.
Yeah, no
Nothing
kidding.
I've seen here has changed that.
Yeah, I don't like you.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd want you running things, honestly.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
I can only imagine.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic.
Yeah.
She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
You were a banker?
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable
My
of more
God.
than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Accountant, sir.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
How do I get him?
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Oh, joy.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Let's see what's up here real quick. Oh, is it just blocked off?
Tempest crew should report
Yeah.
to the docking area at once.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay, so there's one over there. I'm guessing this is, yeah, because we need to talk to Addison. She just loves me.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Oh, I swear to God, if she's trying to undermine me.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
He wanted me to do it.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
You really don't like me. What what was your relationship with my father, anyways?
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Okay, so she's just a bitch to everyone. Maybe I shouldn't be taking it personally.
there's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
I don't know. You weren't there. I was doing some freaky shit.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Okay, what's your plan for the hostiles?
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
I guess I don't quite understand that. Maybe she's talking about, like, corruption? Having some kind of military dictatorship? I suppose I can see the worry there.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
I'm fine with both of you not leading it, honestly.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
So far, I think Kandros and Kesh are gonna be my favorites of
Kesh,
the
this is Mello.
four.
The console for the secondary management system is fixed. Everything checks out. It should sync up with the Hyperion's remote consoles. Moving on to the next thing on my list.
I enjoy the Solarians.
Update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
They're so quirky, it's great.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Okay. Kesh is... Ooh, what's that? Container. SR ultralight materials. Ooh, negative 8% sniper rifle rate. That's good. Okay, data pad.
Hyperion
We'll
power
read
draw
that
is now at
later.
100%.
but it looks like it's gonna be good. Hey, Kesh. Me and you need to talk.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What exactly is your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Huh. What kind of problems have you had?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
Yeah.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Yeah, I talked to him.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Where are the Krogan? Do you know?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Yeah. Suppose that didn't work
Did
out.
the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
I can respect that.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
I wonder if you're like a... I wonder if you're their in, sending them information or something. The genophage?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
It's gonna be hard when you've got people like Tan that are still harboring resentment and prejudice.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
That's actually really good. I mean, it sucks that she doesn't know about the cure, but you know, how would she? Still, that's actually a pretty smart way to handle it.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Nackmore Kesh.
Please report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex.
Okay, I think that dealt with that. Yeah, that dealt with getting to know the Nexus. Okay. So, those are all gonna be out there in the world. That's on EOS. Pretty sure. Let's make sure. Oh crap, is it actually... Oh, I think it's just gonna send me to... Yeah, I think it's just gonna send me to the ship. So, in that case, we'll turn that off because we need to do it anyways. And then... better beginning. Okay, let's check out... because I saw this sign over here. I think this might be a shop. Or at least, was that arms merchant? Arms merchant. They're both shops?
Tram technicians, please report
Okay,
to
let's
the
talk to this
Hyperion
guy.
coupling annex.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
What's with the prices?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Oof. Yikes. Those actually look a little... I mean, I suppose technically... I don't know what, I don't know what they should go for regularly, but, jeez. Alright, let's see. I don't want to sell a lot of this stuff, but there's salvage. Value high, but it's only giving me 200. I'll wait. I'll wait on that. Maybe there's a way.
Hey.
Okay, maybe not. Weapons. Falcon. That actually looks pretty cool. Wait, max clip size is 6? Rate of fire is 90? I don't... Huh. Maybe that's a semi-auto? Yeah, I'm guessing that might be a semi-auto. Armor. Okay, they don't have any of that. Nothing. Guessing it would have a number next to it. Special items, nothing. Okay. Alright. Let's head over here.
Technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
I got a feeling that I'm gonna skip for joy everywhere I go now. Nothing? Not gonna let me talk to you, Cora? Okay, fine.
Nexus crew should report to the docking area at once.
Alright. Well, guys, in the next one, because this episode's dragging on just a tad, I think in the next one we'll finally see our ship and maybe meet the crew and hopefully head to EOS, start pathfinding. Should be pretty good. If you like the series so far, please, you know, like the video if you like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.